Hey, ooh, hey, Staffingpreneurs. How y'all doing today? D. Williams in the house. I hope everybody is doing great. What's going on? Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to LinkedIn. Shout out to YouTube. I think we're on Twitter. We are first real live stream on Twitch. Y'all better know I'm about to get into that Twitch life. Y'all see, I'm trying to do something different with my hair for the new year. What's going on with y'all? I want to have some real conversation today about what's going on in your business on a daily basis. I had a brief conversation this morning with one of my clients, and I wanted to kind of talk about it because I feel like this is something that I experience with my clients quite often. But before I get into that, because y'all know I'll get fired up and just start talking, I want to say good morning to everyone. I mean, it is like a Thursday morning early. I'm supposed to be on vacation right now. I'm in my feelings in real life, but we'll talk about that later. How y'all feeling? What's your name? Where you chiming in from? What's your niche? You're here, you're playing with me, you're watching. Don't just be here. Talk to me. Let me know who you are so I can show you some love. Hey, Cornell. Good night. What time is it? I hope it's morning. Unless I fell asleep and I woke up and no, it's morning. Don't do that to me because I work really, really hard. Good morning. Hi. Hi. Hey, who's this? Mobile Cosmo Niche. Hello, I go by Niche. Okay, Niche. And my niche is beauty staffing. Yes. And I'm super new to it from Ohio. Welcome from Ohio. Beauty niche is great. A lot of people aren't really diving into it the way I feel like they really should. So I love the fact that you're getting into that beauty niche. I want you to come into my academy. I want you to get into my program, because you would enjoy that. Hey, Tatiani, how are you? I know I got a whole new kind of cut. I'm trying to like sport something a little bit different, y'all. Like, what do you think? I don't know. I like it. Like, I think it's really, really cute. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about y'all. Let's see who else we got on today. I'm just talking today. I want to talk about the things you should be doing in your business every day. Everything, the staffing things, the productivity things, right? Because a lot of times people are like into this business and they're like trying to figure out why the business is not working. And a lot of it has to do with a lack of productivity, right? It's a lack of doing the right things every day in your business in order to move forward. All right. And we're going to talk about that today. Hey, from Spain. Spain's in the house. I need to get to Spain in real life. Guillermo, I hope I say your name properly. How are you? It's nice to meet you. Thank you. You have great ideas. I have great ideas for you. So I'm excited to share those ideas. Cornell said your niche is aviation and aerospace. I used to recruit in that space and I love it. It is very actually high pace, high energy. A lot of people don't realize that, but it really is. And yeah, I mean, I love that space. I love the people who you're placing. They're very interesting people. They're working on very interesting products. I absolutely love that space. You're waiting on your 1 hour consultation. Did you talk to did you talk to the help desk? Like my company is in such a different place right now. Like I'm not even on the front lines anymore. So I have a whole staff like that can help you. So two things. One, Cornell and anybody else on the line, if you need assistance, you can go to the website, go to staffingpreneursacademy.com. You see it scrolling at the bottom. And it's on the right side at the bottom is a chat bot. And like my staff is there. So you go in there and you let them know what you need. And it's like, hey, I'm here to learn about the startup, or I'm here because like I purchased a product and something didn't work. Who'd you speak to? Larry? Let me text Larry. You spoke to Larry and what happened? Larry's a great guy. He will get you hooked up in real life. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, Lakeisha, Senegal, Michigan. Yes, healthcare staffing of nurse practitioners and clinical RNs. I love, 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 love. Like, look, one of my best friends, she is texting me like crazy, y'all. Like I told y'all, I'm supposed to be on vacation, and it is not the biz right now. I am still home, and I don't know if y'all heard about all the stuff that happened in the DR this weekend, but I got caught up in that. It's been a disaster. So I've been depressed like for 4 days. I'm really just kind of coming out of my slump. Y'all pray for me. I got just coming out of my slump, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this take me down. I'm getting on a flight this Friday. I'm going somewhere. I took 3 weeks off so I could like recharge because I didn't have a vacation last year, and it didn't work the way I wanted. So y'all wish me luck on that. So anyway, there you go. Long story short, my friend girl, she's over there like, why are you in your home? You say you're telling all your people to start a staffing for their business is just complimentary. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great in the beauty space. It's a no-brainer. There are some places where it's a no-brainer where staffing should be. Like staffing should be in the beauty space. Definitely, like we are spending a lot of times like talking to faith-based organizations. I feel like faith-based organizations should have a staffing arm. If you're an influencer, you should have staffing business. If you are a celebrity, you should have a staffing business because you have a following, you have a network. If you have if you're a coach or a consultant and you focus on a specific space, you should have a staffing business. If you are what else? Nurses, I say nurses right now, I feel like if you have a network, you should have a staffing business. If you have a network, you should have a staffing business because other than that, it's gonna be more challenging for you to play, right? Because that market is going through a transition right now, like a major transition. So it's gonna be super hard. I would say super hard, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be a little bit more challenging for you to play if you don't have a network. If you got a network, you all good. But if you don't have a network, it's gonna take you some time to like generate like that relationship with the employers and the people you need to place in order for you to see wins faster. You can see wins, you just may not see them faster if you don't have a network. So this business is like good for people who have a network. Like even if you know, if it's not you and you know somebody who has a network and you're like, this person would be great for staffing, you should introduce them because that this is something that's never going to die. Now, the way we staff and recruit may definitely evolve because of technology, because of artificial intelligence. Yes, that could definitely happen. And I've got an idea of how it may potentially happen. Good morning, Jasleen. How are you? One of my favorite clients. I'm supposed to be on vacation, Jasleen. Girl. So that's very important, and to think about. So you're thinking about that niche and you're thinking about how you can engage with that niche. Like I said, this industry is never going to go away. It's going to live through recessions. It's going to live through pandemics. It's going to live through zombie apocalypses, or I don't know how to say that in plural. It's going to live through everything, ups, downs, because wherever there's a working economy, there is a need for people. The question is, how will this industry evolve in how we acquire people, how we not just acquire them, how we retain them, right? How we acquire them and how we retain them. Because acquiring talent is totally different from retaining talent. You can go out and get the talent, but will they stick around? That's a different question, especially if you're in a niche space where it's like a high demand for a particular niche market. People may not be sitting around like so you got to be really careful. No, it's really true. And like a lot of people think I only focus on nurses, and that's not true. I just have a lot of nurses and doctors in my community. I'm thankful for, right? But like that particular area, cybersecurity is another one where there is a great demand for those people. If it's a great demand for those people and it's a shortage of the demand, you already know what's going to happen, right? If there's a shortage, like they're not going to be sitting around waiting for you to find them. And they're not going to sit around and accept any type of working situation because they have more options than someone that might be like in customer service, or that might be an admin or a warehouse where there's a large number of jobs and very little, and a lot of people to fill those jobs. Hey, Angela, I love you. I was thinking about you the other day. I don't know if you and I talked since the new year has come in. So happy new year. I miss you. I need to call you. So like different things like that, I think is like very important, right? So focus on how you're going, because like I'm gonna tell you something else too. All right, now I'm getting in my little bag right here. Okay. So another thing that I would say is that people start this business and they feel like, okay, I've got a market, or I see a need and I'm going to come in and fill it, without understanding that the challenge, the problem that you're solving in staffing is like the actual problem that those companies are having. So when you're coming into this business, you're not just coming in to just fill a position. And I think I need to make sure that that's very clear, because there are layers to staffing, right? There are different types of layers to staffing. You have commercial staffing, which is more like admins, more administrative, customer service, warehouse, where there's a large pool of those people and it's a large amount of those jobs open. That's totally different. They may not necessarily be looking for talent. They may be looking more to get butts in seats. Put a 1 in the box, or put a heart if that makes sense. That's a different market. Talk to me, y'all. I want you to talk to me so I know we're here on the same page. That's a totally different market. When you're talking about cybersecurity professionals, healthcare, clinical healthcare, executive search, project managers, program managers, product managers, different things like that, where you're talking more of your professional solutions, those people have talent. And I'm not saying that the commercial side doesn't. Of course they do. But I'm saying they have a specialized talent, a talent that companies will pay top freaking dollar for. And they're looking for this specific talent, right? They're looking for this talent. And so your job is to come in and find the talent for them. However, they don't have somebody sitting on deck all day that's diving into different marketing strategies and doing different things to acquire a specific subset of people. They're not training a specific subset of people. They have hired a recruiter who may or may not have had experience finding people. They bring them into their company. They give the recruiter an assignment, and the recruiter goes out and looks for that person. And typically with the resources that the employer has given them, those resources being a job board, those resources being LinkedIn, those resources being Indeed. Okay. So my question is to you is, how are you doing something different than what they're doing in your niche recruitment and staffing business? Because you can't be the solution offering the same things that they are already doing. Okay. Let's start there. Okay. So when you're thinking about starting a staffing business, or when you're saying, I'm going to start a staffing business, it needs to be with the thought process of, okay, there's a problem, there's a shortage. How do I fill the shortage? I have a network. How do I take my network and double that network, triple that network, quadruple that network? How do I engage that network? How do I engage that network and get them to take action? How do I create a broader audience for my brand so that I can bring this specific niche group of people in? How do I create some type of value that's constant, that's always bringing people in, i.e. training, i.e. Reskillify. We'll talk about that. So it's like you have to start thinking about how to create an audience or how to get a market that is specific, right? Because then that's where you bring the true value, because then now you're the person that people can go to when they are looking for a specific type of person. So the reason why, like, I hear a lot of complaints right now, like, oh my gosh, healthcare staffing, nurse staffing is getting overwhelming, blah, blah, blah. But that's because everybody is doing the same thing and pulling from the same group of people. I'm not looking to work with everybody, to be honest with you. I'm over that. I'm looking to work with healthcare staffingpreneurs or people who understand that they're solving a problem and they've got some really cool, innovative ideas on how to acquire talent, attract talent, source talent, and to create kind of this pipeline of talent for employers. And I mean, amazing talent, right? So like today is my first day testing out Twitch. I want to use Twitch for a lot of different things, but I don't hear people talking about, I'm going to create a network of nurses on Twitch and kind of have my own behind the scenes or whatever the case may be to build my Twitch network so that I can tap into nurses that the recruiter in the hospital or the home health facility or wherever it will never see and never touch. Or I'm going to create webinars that give value, or I'm going to create a podcast that does this. And I'm not just talking about healthcare, but I'm saying, where are the people who are coming into this business and are saying, I'm coming in here with a different mindset. I'm coming in here as a real entrepreneur. Everybody want to come and make money, but nobody wants to get into the nitty gritty of the problem that needs to be solved, which is, how do I find this talent? How do I have access to a large amount of talent in this one particular place? And how do I become the thought leader around that particular type of talent in the market to where people know this is who you need to go to? When people think, well, I want to start a staffing business, they think, oh, call D. Williams, right? Because I've solidified myself in that. Now, the next step is solidify myself as someone who builds technology. How are you going to solidify yourself? That's right. I'm a creator. I build tech platforms, the Cannabis Job Board. Go there if you're looking for a job in the cannabis industry, or you know somebody who's hiring in the cannabis industry, or you know some cannabis companies that want to partner. We bring talent into the cannabis industry and we help cultivate the talent that's already in the industry. That's one of my tech platforms. Y'all should check it out. It's going to be the #1 hiring platform in the cannabis industry in the world. Do you feel that energy? Do you see how I know that's what it's going to be? How do you feel about your business? Do you know what it's going to be? What about Reskillify? I built that tech platform that started out as a course platform, an e-learning platform, and it's turned into so much more. I can actually help coaches build full coaching brands on this platform now. I can help people learn full entities, full things, full businesses, full projects, right? So I can take somebody off the street, a nurse, a butcher, whoever, and say, hey, you want to learn how to build a staffing business? You got a network. And then I can put them into Reskillify, teach them how to do that. Once they become an expert at and bring them back on Reskillify and show them how to teach other people how to do that. Like, that's my platform, right? I build tech, but that's what I will be known for next, right? That'll be what I'll be known. What are you known for? How are you creating your structure to be known for something? Because this is just the starting point in your journey. This is the beginning point of your empire building phase, right? You're building your empire. For some of you, this is the first layer. For some of you, this is the second layer or the third layer. But in order for that empire to expand, in order for you to add on to that empire, you've got to start by building a solid foundation. And that solid foundation has to be people knowing who you are, what you do, what you stand for, and you building that relationship and that trust with them so that they know, one, they can trust you, you're never going to hurt them, you're never leaving, and that you're here to support them in every way. And then you take staffing as your base foundation point, and then you see what else your market needs, and you start to build your empire around that. So my young lady over here, and I'm coming back to LaShawna and Kawana, your mobile Cosmo niche, she said that she focuses, I'm almost sure she said, on the beauty staffing, right? Staffing for beauty, right? So my question is like, how do you take that and build on top of that? So I'm assuming you must be a stylist. That's your first layer. Then you're adding staffing onto your empire. That's your second layer. Then hopefully you'll have a training piece, which will be your third layer. Because I don't understand beauticians. Like I'm like one of my favorite beautician, my stylist, one of my favorite. Hey James in New Orleans. So I don't know if y'all know Dorikas, but he's one of my close friends. He does Fantasia's hair. And I have a couple of stylists that I work with, and I'm always asking, like, why don't you all have training sessions for your clients? Right? Like every woman, and I don't know, but everyone I go to the hair now, right now, these days, B is looking real slick, right? But when I typically have my hair done, or like now I just get my hair cut every week, right? And I tell them like I want a little design. But typically, like if I have weave or what I'm getting, I had a perm before I had cancer. I used to wear perms, and I would get my hair done. And the first thing I would ask my stylist is like, okay, how do I maintain it? Like, how do I take care of it? How do I keep it? How do I make it look like this for a week? At least a minimum before I can get back to you, or 2 weeks for some of us, right? How do I maintain this? I asked my barber even today, how do I maintain this? Do I brush it down? But that's the first question that people ask, yet not one stylist that I've ever met has a maintenance package that's associated with their salon services that goes beyond. That's a monthly, that's a weekly, that's a, to help them maintain. I have so many ideas for stylists that they can take their business to a totally different level, but it's just things like that, adding additional layers on. Staffing is just one layer. A beauty business can be expanded in a million different ways. But a lot of people don't think of beauty like that. They think of it in a very traditional way. And then they also say, well, why would I do that if I have training on YouTube? That's for that. I'm talking about, I just got my hair done. I need to know how to maintain it. Where's the library of styles that shows me how to maintain my hair when my hair is in a specific type of way? Is there something specific that I need to do? Is there products that I need to have it accompanied with me every month? What's my maintenance package? How many people are charging a maintenance package? Okay, that's a whole different, I need to do a stylist like webinar. Like how to expand your beauty brand. I really do. But anyway, Lashana, she said, absolutely. I took some time to decide my niche. And what she said, oh, I should put this stuff up on the screen. That probably would be smart, right? Absolutely. I took some time to decide my niche and figure out how to corner the market. You have to. And I say this all the time, Lashana, like, you're never going to sit down at the table and eat a whole turkey ever, 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 ever. If you do, like, no, you're going to sit there. You may view the entire turkey. You may drool as you're viewing the entire turkey, but you're not about to eat the entire turkey. You're going to take a piece of that turkey. And even when you take a piece of it, you're not going to eat the whole piece. You're going to probably break it down into little segments of that piece in order to digest it, devour it, or whatever else, that needs to be. So like, I really, really, really feel like it's important that people understand that you don't need to come into any industry, forget just staffing, but you don't need to come into any industry and try to take on the whole market. Not as a starting point. You understand? Not as a starting point. Maybe as a, later on when you get your feet wet, but you come in small. The gentleman who made Jeff Bezos, I think he did Amazon. They started out doing books only. He didn't start out dominating the whole world. He started off with one small thing, books, something people wouldn't even thinking at the time would pop off in the way that it did. So your starting point potentially is staffing. And so you take a piece of that market. I'm going to focus solely on nurses, or I'm going to focus solely on, he said the entertainment company actors, or, stylists, nail technicians. I pay a pretty penny for my nails, and this is the healthiest they've ever been. She's so worth it. But she's a young lady that works with celebrities, right? And so you have to corner yourself in that market. And then once you get into the market, I think this is the key piece for you to remember. Like, once you get into the market, don't think that you're going to be stuck there forever. Like, that's not going to happen. When people see your value and they start to feel your energy, they're going to ask you, oh, can you help me with this? I need your support with that. Or you're going to see additional opportunities that you can actually tap into and move forward in that direction. You know what I'm saying? So remember, your niche, coming in a niche, is just a starting point. It's just a foundational point. That's it. It's just your way in. And I'm just going to throw it in there. If you are looking to start a staffing business, if you've already started one and your business isn't popping off, if you've already started one and you're not making money, if you've already started one and you know your processes are not in place, if you've already started one and you are not compliant, if you've already started one and you're not making 7 figures, if you've already started one and you ain't making 8 figures, you need to come to Staffingpreneurs Academy, period. Okay, you need to come to Staffingpreneurs Academy so that you can take your business into the next level. Okay, there's a lot of laws and compliance that are changing this year that are going to affect how this business moves. You want to be in a place where, 1, you can be protected, 2, where you understand what's going on, 3, where you can lay out a solid foundation for your business so that you can be one of the organizations that continue to grow. Go to staffingpreneursacademy.com, and the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see the chat bot, talk to somebody. Let me keep this conversation going. Kawana says, this is right on time. My niche is data analysis, which I love. That's a perfect niche. High demand and shortage of talent. Let me put this on the screen so y'all can see what I see. I have been thinking of adding another niche that is high demand and larger pool of potential candidates. Really thinking of adding transportation and warehouse. Great topic. I'm glad I joined this live. I needed to hear all of this. So I would say this: if warehouse and transportation do not correlate with data analysis, those would not be the 2 niches that I would add. You're going to make your job 10 times harder. Whenever you're thinking about a niche, you want to think about a niche where you can, or niche for some people, for my people overseas. What up to Australia? Y'all got a big boom going on out there in the healthcare space. What up? So with this, when you're creating a niche, like it's data analysis, then you want to find other areas where that talks to that niche, or you want to find industries that value that niche. So if you're going to do data analysis, I guess my question would be, if you're going to go into transportation and warehouse, are you going to also sell your data analysis into transportation and warehouse companies? Because if you're not, that doesn't make sense. If you are, then that makes a lot of sense. Right? So if you're in data analysis and you want to broaden your pool out, I would go and look into industries that have something that in a market space, one that values data, and it's more about departments than it is anything else for you. I don't want to go into my whole coaching thing right now, but data analysis is really more about finding the problem and then finding the talent that can fill the problem. I don't think it's a shortage of talent. I feel like it's a shortage of people knowing where to find the talent and how to engage the talent when they find them. Like, they're geeks out here. Like, are you recruiting on YouTube? Because there's a lot of data analysts out there doing their thing, showing their thing. Are you on Twitch looking to see who on the data analysis hashtag? Are you like, it's a lot of talent out here. I really call the talent shortage bullshit, to be honest with you. I just feel like companies don't hire people who really know how to find people and engage them. They don't know how to hire people who really know how to find and engage. They don't know how to hire people who are passionate about finding and engaging people. That's number 2. And number 3, they know, should I say this? I don't know if I should say this. I feel like there is a lack of trust between building partnerships with staffing agencies and organizations, because I feel like organizations have lost trust in what the agency was really designed to do and what the agency really has the ability to do. And I feel that way because a lot of people coming into the industry are coming here for the dollars, but not necessarily coming for the art of what's being done, or coming in to actually figure out a way to actually solve the problem. That's why I'm here, because I want to bring people in the industry who are like, okay, how can we find talent? How can we engage them? And how can we be a true resource? Technology in the next 20 years is going to change the way we recruit and staff. Why can't we be the people that define what that change is going to be? And the only way that we can define what that change is going to be is if we dive into the art of it right now and start doing things and engaging with the process to create ideas, to have experiences so that we can figure out, okay, what is the next technology? We should be the ones building the technology for whatever it is that's about to take place, whatever this next evolution of recruitment and staffing is. What I will say is that it's going to be very, very, very hard for recruiting and staffing to live without the actual physical person element. Although I got to show y'all this. Have y'all heard about this? I'll keep with the comments in a second, but like, have y'all heard about this? I'm going to share my screen. Oh my gosh. Have y'all heard about this? This right here, y'all. This is, everybody is talking about it. Let me see if it'll let me in. Chat, it's called Chat GDP, I think it's called. And they're saying this chat, Chat GBT, if y'all are familiar with it, the site is in such demand that it shuts down quite often. But basically, they're saying it's going to replace copywriters. And but I think that this is going to be how recruiting is going to be done in the future. And maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but I do. And I won't give all my thoughts around it, but I do feel like this is where recruiting is going to go. So like I went to find myself the other day, but I couldn't. But I think it's going to be something like find a data analyst, ANALYST, who has worked for Google in the past 3 years. In the past 3 years, that knows what's the, I don't know what Google uses, if they use Azure or if they use Amazon. I'm gonna just say AZURE. Let's see if, I don't know if it's gonna do this. See, okay. But this is what I think is going to happen. This is how I think recruiting is going to change, and how we'll be searching for people. This Chat GP, I think this is where we're going. And like those are my ideas. But this thing is a little bit different. Like I wrote an email here. Let me show y'all. Okay, so like right here, and then I'll go back to what we're talking about. But I did this search the other day. Let me see if it'll allow me. So it's like I said, it's still kind of new. Okay, so I asked, like, explain the nurse staffing shortage. And this is what it typed. The nurse staffing shortage refers to a shortage of nurses in healthcare facilities. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a new chat. And let me see what, okay, yeah, because I got 1,000 chats. Okay, so explain EXP why businesses should use social media to market their services. ERBICES. And then it like thinks, and then it starts to da 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 da. Now, for what I hear, like the things are not always like accurate. You have to go in and make sure that it's accurate, but like it does this. And this is kind of similar, I feel like, to Jasper AI. If y'all not familiar with Jasper AI, it's like an AI tool that helps write content. One of my clients, Boyd, he's like a big time consultant for the cybersecurity space. He helps people start 6-figure jobs in cybersecurity. You can look him up. Boyd Cluess, Baxter Cluess, is really, really amazing guy. He is really big on tech and automation and stuff like that. And he introduced me to Jasper AI. But I was watching, being nosy online, and like all the big conversation today, everybody is talking about all this new AI that's going to be taking over, and how iRobot is coming to life. And And we better clench our bodies because they about to cut the robots and take it over. Angela, you know chat GPT is cray. I was on there going ham the other day, just like trying to figure it out. It said not going to replace copy. It can generate pure BS, and the database is not real time. It's 2 years old. I know, but they're saying that that's where it's going, and I don't think it's going to take long for it to actually, like I told it yesterday to write the outline of my book. It wrote the outline of my book in front of me, like the full outline. All I got to do is go in and fill the blanks. I was like, dang. I mean, and I wasn't even detailed. I was like, just write a story about a chocolate girl, young girl. You know my story, Angela. And I told it what I had, the hardships that I had and how I overcome and how I did it and how I want to show other people how to do it. And it wrote the whole freaking outline version of it. I was like, get the freak out of here. So while some of the information, if you're asking for real live information, it may not be valid. But for people who are trying to copyright or, I think it'll be different. I was showing it to you because I want y'all to see how I feel like recruiting is going to change. Like how it's going to be where we just type in, find me this person, and it's going to search, AI is going to search the internet and then just start talking to people, searching for people. This is D. Williams. D. Williams has worked at da-da-da-da-da-da. She did da-da-da-da-da. This is like, I feel like that's where we're going in the world. And so that's really, really, really crazy stuff. Engaging people, you need to read about them and write with them a special note of something you're interested in so that they do and want to learn more about them. As I agree, exactly. That is exactly right. That's right. Lack of trust, Nurse Gates. You already know how they doing. Great feedback. My focus for data is nonprofits and government agencies. Okay, so then you don't want to go to transportation and warehouse then. You want to do something different. You want to focus on how these government agencies and nonprofits can so let me ask you a different question, Kawana. Like, why are you want to expanding your niche versus focusing on all the different challenges that companies are having that require them to need a data analysis, and then focusing on helping them solve those problems through the people that you place? Like, that's my biggest question. So like, I wouldn't be trying to look for something larger. I would be trying to dive more into the data analysis space, right? So like these marketing departments and government agencies and nonprofits, they all have to do what with data, or they need the data. Why? And then talking about those things and gathering data analysts together who are passionate about solving those problems will attract the talent that you're looking for. I hope everybody got that and wrote that down. Like, that's the reality, So we're trying to go after the people who are passionate about the work that they're doing. Hey, Chaz. Hey. Okay. James. Hey, James in New Orleans, in the entertainment company. What are you doing out there in New Orleans? My heart goes out to you. Help me build my business with all the content you sell and give for free. Hi, thanks, Antonio. Can you even imagine what the content looks like this paid, babe? Can you even imagine? Like, if you did all of that with the free stuff, can you imagine how you would be impacted with the paid stuff? Real talk. Just throwing it out there. Staffingpreneursacademy.com. Because I don't even share a quarter of my brain online. Not on these calls. I just, I'm having fun right now, but I'm not going into my bag. I save that for the people who come in and say, okay, this is something that I'm doing, and I want to ensure that I am doing things the right way. I'm going in the right direction. Or for people who want to be in a community with other people who are like on the same journey, or people who just are overachievers. Like, for me, I'm an overachiever. So anything that I am diving into, I'm taking classes, I'm hiring a coach, I'm like watching YouTube videos, I'm following the influencers. I am diving into that space because that's a space I'm not familiar with. And I want to become familiar. I want to get to know it. I want to learn it. I want to understand it. I don't want to just, anything I do, I'm never just doing it just to do it. I'm always coming in trying to create some type of massive value behind it, whether it's for me or for somebody else. Working with other recruiters can help you lead to other niches like splits. Started own. There will be ups and downs every year, learning process for sure. I think splits are great when it makes sense, but the same level of work that you're going to do in a split is the same level of work you're going to do if it belonged to you directly. So I think it's just very important to know the value of the split, what split you're, who you're doing a split with, why are you doing the split, that whole outline. Like, I think that's very important. James said, we help athletes and celebrities monetize their name, image, and likeness by partnering with their fans as non-associated investors and live events. James, I love that. So are you adding staffing onto that piece, or are you just here hanging out with me today? That seems very exciting. And do you only work with celebrities and athletes? Do you work with influencers like D. Williams? I'm just asking. I don't know, I'm just asking. I got to put it out there. Thanks, Antonio. I love you so much. You have to make your brain stop. I bet. Oh my gosh. You have no clue. Because like most of my videos get watched after I go live, right? And when I'm live, it's worse because I'm like, I really want to help whoever I'm talking to. I gotta tell you though, I'd be nervous when I go live because you never know what you're gonna get. You never know if you're gonna get somebody who's gonna be like crazy mean. And I'm super sensitive, even though people don't think I am. I'm super sensitive. So you never know what you get. But I love live best, because I get to connect with you right here, right, right in the midst of things. I like to see the numbers go up and down. I'm on like 7 different platforms, so I can see people coming in and out. I love that. I like that more than the recorded videos. But and I feel like, that's where I give the most of my value. When I do my regular videos, I'll be like, just come by for me. Let me show you how to do it. When I'm live, I can like actually talk to you and tell you why I want you to come work with me. Because I go live really to inspire people, to share my thoughts, but also to like encourage you to get some help. Because my biggest flaws, like Angela will tell you she's on this call, Tati will tell you she's on this call. It's a lot of people, but a lot of people in my community, if you're watching, y'all watch me build Mo Plan Do. I didn't go get a coach for that. And I lost 50 grand, had loans, like failed, like completely. I had to start all over again. Like after I got over my embarrassment, I was telling people, this is real, this is live. It wasn't. It just didn't work. Then I went and got a coach. And now let me show y'all. Listen, because the sister's going to stunt, okay? Now my life is totally different. Now I have an amazing team and I'm building major platforms that are changing the freaking world. Okay. It is not a game. You feel me? Now I'm like, okay, I understand what to do. And let me tell y'all, my platforms are amazing. Look at our blogs are popping. So it's not even a game. People signing up on the platform, filling out their profiles. And this technology built from scratch, right? Yes. Like same here. Don't like for real, like building tech, helping people. You got to get into things that you love and where people are going to really, value the work, that you're doing. You gotta get into it. You got to get into it. Hey, Taylor. Hey. Okay. This brain don't stop. There you go. How about that? Okay, James, you can hang out whenever you want. You can always come and hang out in my lives. I like your energy a lot. Okay, you working with coaches? Come hang out with D. Williams. For real. Hook a sister up. I would definitely love to learn more about what you do, and we could definitely partner because the athletes and the celebrities that you're working with, like I stated earlier, I'm going to put your stuff up here so people can follow you. Y'all follow James on LinkedIn. I want to say Indeed, but on LinkedIn, he's doing some amazing things. those celebrities and those athletes. So like James, I got a couple of things. So like one, you can just send them to me. They have a network. I can help them start a staffing business, but you can do something totally different. Like you could start the staffing business and show them how to da 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 da, or yes, and then run their network back through you, if that makes sense. Like you can create like I'll tell you later. You have to text me, you have to send me a message, but like you could do some really cool things with your business model. So don't think that you can't add staffing onto yours too, because hey, it is definitely possible, and it's definitely possible to help your clients monetize on their brands as well. I definitely work with I haven't worked with any celebrities just yet, but definitely want to. I definitely feel the value. Like I know, I think it was Waka Flocka and his wife and mom. I think they had a staffing business at one time. But so yeah, so like there are a lot of people out there, but like influencers, they do, and coaches like that, staffing would be perfect for them. But so I'm just throwing that out there. Yes, okay, I'm hanging up, y'all. I just wanted to tell you, listen. Go to Staffingpreneurs Academy. Go to Staffingpreneurs Academy. Go to the academy. You know you want to go. Go to the academy. Look at that pretty face right there. Holy smoly. That pretty is everything. So go there, click on this little chat box on the side and start talking. That's me right there, but it's my team on the back end. Come and start talking to us and tell us what you need. Tell us where you are in your business, what you need, what you're going through, what you're trying to do. We would love to help you, to be on this journey with you. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. And I really appreciate y'all hanging out. Oh, look, Larry's here. Larry, they were talking about you earlier. I don't know who it was, but somebody on here was talking about it. It's like I spoke to Larry Cornell. It was Cornell. He was so funny. He said, I spoke with what's his name? I know he's talking about you, Larry. So y'all, that's Larry in there. You just hang out with Larry, reach out to him. You can book a call. There's his link for you to book a call with Larry. He'll talk to you directly about your business if you want some action. If you want to talk to someone directly, you can definitely reach out to Larry Cornell. Larry said, yes, you're a great guy. So I love y'all. Look, listen, I actually came here for something. I didn't even talk about it. I'm just going to swing it by really quickly. Really quickly. Every day in your business, you should be productive. I need to know that you are cutting out 2 to 3 hours a day minimum. If you're working a full-time job, if you're working in your business full-time, it should be 9-10 hours, right? Because you're doing your own thing. But if you're working for somebody else 3 to 4 hours a day, and you should be cutting that time out in your business every freaking day, no matter what, and working in your business. This business is not going to move without your activity. I'm going to do another video in a little bit, and I'm not going to talk about all of this stuff. We're going to talk about the production part, your performance metrics. How many people in here are tracking their performance every day? How many people are looking at the reports in your applicant tracking system? Do you have an applicant tracking system? Uh-oh, now it's getting real, right? So like, what type of performance is being generated in order for you to see the activity that you need to see in your business right now? Those are the questions that I have for you. And I'm going to leave you right there with that. I want y'all to do me a favor, and I want you to take the time to go to staffingpreneursacademy.com. Talk to us in the chat. We would love to learn more about you and your business journey. You can definitely, you see the link on the screen, reach out to Larry, and he would be more than happy to talk to you about your business journey. Larry, Lakeisha said, hey, Larry. Everybody loves Larry. Like, I'm kind of jealous in real life. I be saying it all the time, like, why everybody be loving Larry? Everybody loves Larry, literally. Larry's amazing, though, y'all. I am jealous, though, in a way, because, like, I need that love, too. All right, y'all have a great day. I love y'all, and I will see y'all soon. Bye. Mwah. Be amazing.